Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of My Faith with Homer and Pip. Homer?
People are responding now to my opening Mother Teresa comment, and they're saying, Homer, keep it short, keep it simple. All right. She said it when everybody wanted to know her secret. She said, my secret is a very simple one. I pray. That's it. I pray. Tommy?
It doesn't get any better than that, Homer. And speaking of prayer, prayer, I think, had a lot to do with the fact that our wonderful guest on today's version of My Faith with Homer and Pip listened to the Lord, and there is a young child because of that. Johnetta Linton, we are so very grateful to have you. I'm Tommy Pippins. The Homer and the Holy Spirit came up with the idea for My Faith with Homer and Pip. We hope and pray it helps you on your journey to and through the cross. Our indispensable producer is Brent Young. Homer, as always, you kick it off. Johnetta has a marvelous story.
And I'm boring because I always say the same. Johnetta, how do you want to start? Where do you want to start? My faith, take it away.
Yes, well, first of all, again, my name is Johnetta, and I'm glad to be here. As you did say, as far as prayer, it does help a lot with what I went through as far as my child at the moment. So I was going through a dark time in my life, and I didn't know where to turn to. At that point, I was in the loss of different jobs. I was also expecting my now son, who I wasn't sure if I was going to give birth to. But thanks to the grace of God and prayer, I stood fast, and also the organization, the Women's Care Center, who actually helped me go along with my decision. They didn't judge me. They didn't make me feel any way of uncomfortable if I did make a decision of not keeping my child. But I'm just grateful and happy that I actually had mentors like the Women's Care Center to actually push me and actually help me with every step of the way. I am now currently with a healthy 7-month-old baby boy. I am currently, I actually finished college during my pregnancy of having him with a degree in community education from UW Milwaukee. So I am grateful, and I am happy to be a part of a change, just to let women out there who are discouraged, who are afraid of, not sure of their decisions, just keep the faith, have prayer, and to also think of your first mind. Don't let anyone make you feel wrong for your decision, and just to keep going, keep God first.
When did God become a part of your life first?
Oh, God has always been a part of my life. Since I was a little girl, my mom made sure we was in church. That was everything we did, from morning, noon, night. We literally had choir rehearsal every day of the week. So it's like God has been a major part of my life. So He's always first. First thing I wake up, that's the thing you need to be thankful for is God. Making sure you're saying your prayers, making sure you're just being grateful for the day that comes, the breath that you breathe every day. So God has always been the number one person in my life.
Now, your mom started it, but at some point in your life, your mom's not deciding everything you think and how important things are. When did you say, yeah, I believe this? It was my mom's first, but it's mine now.
Exactly. I would say just by the miracles and the works that I've been through, and also just seeing it, the walk within her and then within myself, knowing that as an adult now, witnessing my own testimony. I've been, again, in a dark situation where mentally I didn't know where to turn to, where to go. But as I seen that faith, it was a point in my life I got sick and I didn't know where to turn to. But once I prayed and actually see those miracles and actually see that growth, it showed me that, yes, there is a God, and that I know to keep that faith and always put forth that effort and to push forward and to see it within myself and also to pour it to my children and to keep that going.
What was the most important thing your mom taught you or you observed from her about your faith? Not what she said, but it could be what she did or how she acted too.
Yes, I would say more so just her heart, knowing that she, how we can just say that God is, God is our most priority, but just to see the faith that she had and the heart that she had. If we say we're part of a good walk with God and just faith with God, we got to show it within ourselves and within our spirit. She had it within our spirit, she poured it to me, and now I have it within my heart. So hopefully within the things that I do with the walk of God, I can show it to others as well. So just having that faithful walk with God and not being this one person to say that I'm for God, but not showing it and not being an example. She was that example, and I appreciate that for her.
Was there one phrase or one statement that she liked most to say to you about her faith, or what's most important, or
Yeah.
not? What's at the top of her list?
She would always say, won't God do it? That would always be it. Won't God do it? So every time something has happened in my life, again, I would say, won't God do it? After that storm, won't God do it? Even during the storm, you want to say, I thank God for it, because won't he do it? So that would always be her saying, won't God do it? Or just if I was sick, if I was going anything, if I was going through struggles, mental health issues, she always say either pray about it. Go pray. You sick? Go pray. What happened? Your foot hurt? Go pray. So that was always her slogan: either won't he do it or go pray.
Your mom, you might as well have had Mother Teresa as your mom.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. When in your life did you feel the furthest from God? Despite all your mom had done, you're now living it, and it's tough.
Yeah. So I would say when the church we were really appointed to kind of like shut down. And you know how you are younger, you go through different things in life. You see people who help you with different aspects. And we had a person who actually watched over us while we were in that church. So once those people wiped away, and again, me being a dog, my mom couldn't tell me the things to do at certain points in my life as I got older. So that's why I started falling short of that. I'm like, I really didn't know how to get back to that. But I would say it was more so me being at a point in my life where, I got out of high school and I started becoming an adult my own self and not sure who to finally find a mentor in. So it was kind of hard to like get back into those things. And I actually felt that, when you so used to being in church, you so used to being around those people, and then things are starting slowly falling apart as you grow apart from people, things start to drift away. So I'm just glad that I'm able to get back into that now that I am older, now that I do have my own way of moving with God, and also mentors around me that has helped me too.
What'd you do? Who did you meet? You want to mention anyone?
Yes.
Like you mentioned your mom?
Yes, of course I did. It's a lot of people who I've came across with. There's a special person I do know named Kivana Beeman. She is really a good walk of God. She helps with different women conventions that help us get back into God and help us heal with a lot of things we got going on with our life, which is mental health, relationship things. Prior to that, I couldn't say, it was more so me finding other mentors that's around the world, like TD Jakes, his daughter, for example, and also just finding my own strength to do it, that what I'm used to. If I don't see it from others, I can see it within myself and make sure that I can push forth the effort to stay within that mentorship. I will also say there are great people at the Women's Care Center who has helped me too, as far as just seeing that growth and staying within God as well. So I do have to give a shout out to Julie. I love her the most for Women's Care Center. She have helped me and pushed me a lot as far as mentoring as well, and to keep God first. I would say it's a few other women who I look up to that I'm still learning to get to know them. But the most important people I would say would be Julie, another young lady, Kivana, and my mom.
All right, your mom said prayer. What did these people say?
All right. As far as Julie, she was the one who told me to think about everything. It was something she said that I can't really point out on the top of my head, but it was something that she just told me. Trust your gut. With everything I go through, trust your gut and pray. She also said pray too. Trust your gut and pray. She told me to trust my gut because of the situation I was thinking about as far as aborting my son. Something I never done, something I wasn't used to. I just needed answers. I needed a second opinion. So just hearing those things from her and just seeing how she moved, I just know that was something in her, which is God-fearing, that showed me like I need to keep her around. As far as my friend Kivana, everything she says is just from God. I just can't get enough of it. Anything she says, it just feel like it's pouring into things I got going on in my life. I'm like, you know too much about my business. How you know that? So it's like I just feel when she say things as far as just my overall situation or overall, understanding to get to know God, to get to know myself and just people around me in general.
In the end, what made you have and make the decision to have the child? What did it come down to at the moment?
I gotta say it again. It was really the Women's Care Center who really helped me. I had a lot of mentors like Gina, Julie, and then also the people around me as far as family. Again, it just wasn't in my spirit to do it. So, as you said, what is it that people have told me that made me not want to do it? It was a trust my gut, and my gut just didn't sit right with me getting rid of my child or getting rid of, just ending that relationship. If that was the case, why I didn't end the other two that I have now, which is our amazing children I have. So I just stuck with that trust my gut. And I know, for instance, if I didn't trust my gut and just did it out of spite, I don't think I will be here to this day. So I'm just grateful for the decision that I made to just push forward, have my children, and now I'm just blessed with every aspect of my life, receiving nothing but blessings.
You have said and used this word many times that they helped you. How did they help you?
As far as my mentors?
Yeah, at the Women's Center, you've gone out of your way to say they helped me. They helped me.
Of course.
What they do?
So if I'm gonna be more specific, they have helped with a lot of financial situations I have going on. As far as those situations, they have helped me by putting my information to pro-life, which did give me a grant to help with my financial situations. They have helped with my child care needs as far as diapers, any objects I need for the child. They help with parental classes, mental health issues, other resources that help in Wisconsin. I can go on and on with a lot of lists, but they have helped me tremendously when it comes to as far as my own needs and my child's needs.
As a mother, I gotta believe you're saying that too. You gotta pray. You gotta pray. You gotta be the professional. Pray, pray, pray. Have you continued that?
Absolutely. It's like the first thing I do is pray. You never know what might go on in this world. You just want to make sure you just keep God first and just say those prayers. Whether it's simple as thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. Thank you for having breath in my lungs to speak this morning. It could be something as simple as thanking him. It doesn't have to be a need and it have to be a want. It could be a simple thank you. I do it in the morning and I do it at night. So yes, prayer is definitely something that helps with a lot of things I have going on mentally, physically, emotionally. It just helps. It helps calms everything down. Everybody want to self-medicate themselves. Self-medication for me is prayer.
Tommy, take it away.
Wow, that is so profound. And I'm thinking, trust your gut and pray. We all need to remember that. When you look at your little boy, the third of your three beautiful sons, what is his first name?
Josiah.
Josiah, yes. When you look at Josiah, what goes through your mind in terms of what might have happened if you didn't have a relationship, Johnetta, with the Lord that started when you were a youngster?
Absolutely. I think a lot of things have gone through my mind. Like, I don't know what I would do without my life with this little young boy, this beautiful, healthy young boy. He smiles every time I see him. And I just don't know what I would have done, would do without him. So I'm just, again, grateful that I made this decision to keep my healthy baby boy. He motivates me to push forth everything I got going on in my life. And also to do better things to help them potentially get a better life as I'm, no longer here. So I'm just grateful I made that decision.
I had the privilege of meeting you, listening to you speak. It's way above the top. What really strikes me about you through all the challenges, getting a degree, I believe you have your own business, you're a single mom to three boys, and in the midst of all of this, all the challenges, you have such joy, Johnetta. Am I that? It just seems the joy from the Spirit of God living in you is surmountable and very.
Thank you so much. You just gotta really be grateful for life. We can't just sit in this dark cloud every time. So every time I can get a chance to smile, I will smile. If I get a chance to praise, I will praise. So we just gotta be mindful. It's like we can only control what we want for ourselves. If I want to have a bad day, I can only control that. So if I want to see good in myself and others, I got to keep smiling. I got to keep the same energy around me that I want to receive.
What might you say to people who are in a similar situation? There might be somebody when Brent posts this in a couple of weeks who is facing this decision, or someone who is listening to you and seeing you, or will know someone in that position. What do you want to say to that person who is struggling, understandably,
Yes,
with difficult?
absolutely, absolutely. So for those who's not sure about what to do and not sure um, who to turn to, I will absolutely say find mentors. Find someone you know who you can try to talk to. Google up mentors. Find different resources around you that can help. We do have 4Cs for in our community that can help. We have other organizations for mothers who are not sure as far as like their decisions, you know, which can help, which can, you know, harden your mental health. So if there's anything I would say is to just trust your gut and to find mentors where you can get a second opinion versus just overthinking the situation and not making the right decision for yourself. And then it might regret it in the long run.
Along with your other two sons, how has Josiah and everything he went through to be given the gift of life help you grow in your faith?
It's been amazing, and they've also been amazing. I actually have two daughters and one son, but yes, they're great. They actually motivate me to just go hand in hand with everything in life. They're healthy, they're smart, they're brilliant, and I just want to make sure that everything that I have taught myself or someone taught me in a good way, in the right way, that I bring it down to them. So in the next generation, they can have it, and they can teach their children, and their children can have it. So it just gives me so much joy that I made the great decision.
Yeah, through all the challenges, your gift of
Yes,
faith is absolutely priceless to your daughters and son. Jenna, I just have a feeling that God has big plans for you.
I
Uh,
feel it too.
Tell us where you're going. Where are you and God headed?
Yes, me and God is headed to better places, better things, and better goals. So whatever God's has for me in store for me, I'm here and I'm ready for it.
I don't think I can add much more to that, Homer.
I'm just pretty sure those kids pray, or they've been told to pray. You never know
Yeah.
about kids. How do you feel? You want to do it just like your mom did? What do you feel is your role as you pass along your faith as your mom did to you?
Yeah, so I won't be specifically the same as my mom because she was really very like strict and like certain areas that I wouldn't agree with, but I would gradually let my children know what it is about prayer, what it is about God and having faith. And then whenever they decide to step off and do their own thing, just to remind them, you know, the good things about having you know, God on their side, having mentorships, just being there for them and not to be more of a judgmental person, or if they decide to do something other than, you know, whatever you expect in life, that I'm gonna still support them regardless.
What is your business?
So I do face paint and bounce house services on the side, which is called Polished Spaces LLC. So I do help corporations and organizations in the community who don't have the funds. So I do donate 2 hours of my time for those people. It was a big hit for the summer. I was just nonstop, so packed where it was just an honor just to help these people in the community, help give back to people who might not have it, and children who are in need, families who are in need. So it was just a good honor to help with that. So yeah, I do have bounce house and face paint services that I do.
So what do you want to do next? What's on your list? Tommy alluded to it. I want some specifics. What's your next dream?
My next goal is to at least have a one-stop shop where it's more of a kid recreation where, you know, again, families can come in and help, can have um their own groups of things where they want to come in and do things with their kids by themselves. They can have their own parties with themselves. I also do makeup services, also have makeup products where I can sell those things as well. So it's like also I would like to be in a position where I can donate more of just face paint services, but more like parties and other recreations and resources for those families in need.
This isn't hard, but I love asking it. You now have 30 to 60 seconds. You've met someone whose faith is new, or you want to make sure that they know your faith, but you only have 60 seconds. So you got to give us the A stuff, the number one. So let her fly 60 seconds to that person who you want to make sure they know your core or what's most important to you as far as the faith. Take it away.
Yes, as far as faith, you
Yeah.
want to stick. Okay. As far as faith, you want to make sure that whatever your faith is, you stick to that faith. Whatever you're going through, you don't give up. Whatever obstacles, the course you go through, keep fighting that faith, keep going through it, don't give up. Just imagine yourself going to the next step. And before you know what, that door is getting ready to open. You decide to not go there because you decide to not open that door. Keep the faith, keep going, keep walking. Is there situations in your times where you could probably not be here in life, but you are here, you are breathing, you're making a way for that. Just continue to keep doing you, continue to keep smiling, continue to keep being the great you can be. There's people who's watching you and see you and love you for who you are. So continue to be you and don't give up.
Tommy?
When people look at you, Johnetta, I'm sure they're saying, well, that woman loves the Lord. He's worth loving. I got to look into this. Impact making. Do you sense as you travel the world each day, ever the good Lord takes?
Absolutely. It's people who I don't even know, and they ask me, like, I think I know you. I'm like, I haven't met you. It's like something about your spirit or something about you just carry yourself real well. Even at work, I walk around, I greet people, and people just ask me, like, are you the manager? I'm like, no, they just look shocked. I'm like, I'm sorry. They're like, you just carry yourself so well. It's something about you. I'm like, it's the God in me. That's what it is.
I got to interrupt here. No, you know what they see? You smile all the time. When you watch this, you're going to go, wow, 90%. I'm smiling. Look at you now.
You gotta smile. Even though you hurt, you gotta smile.
I don't even know if you know it. But you do smile all the time.
I do, and I can't help it. It's contagious.
Even when you hurt, you got to smile. Would you
Yeah.
elaborate?
Absolutely. So again, when you're in a situation where you're hurting, it's okay to cry sometimes. It's okay to, accept those emotions. But you don't want to stay in those emotions too long where it breaks you down. It makes you not who you are anymore. So try to find a way to smile. It does help with healing. Smiling helps with healing. So even when you hurt, you got to smile. Continue to smile. Continue to grow with whatever you got going on, but don't give up. Just continue to smile. Sometimes when you smile, it does light up the room and it does light up everybody else's energy and people around you. So imagine if you're around someone who's not in a good situation or good space. That energy falls off of you. So now you're upset. Now you feel what they feel. So imagine if I'm going through what I'm going through, but I don't hurt anyone else. I smile. They get that smile. They get that feeling of, oh my God, I like being around you. It's contagious. So that person will want to smile and want to grasp that good energy that I have. So I treat things how I want to be treated, or I give off things that I want to receive myself. So if I'm smiling, I'm happy and I'm respectful, I just expect the same way from other people.
Well, I just want you to know that we have a ton of my faith, but you're no longer Johnetta. You'll be the smiling lady. You see that lady? Just remember, you heard it first here.
Got it.
Exclusively, right? My faith with Homer and Pip. So you talked about strength before. And there's temptation and there's discouragement. There's the evil one who there may be some mornings when you don't want to get out of bed with all the responsibility. How do you take the Lord's strength and combine it with the determination and strength that he's given you? How do you navigate it? Because many of us have been looking for that answer for years.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can struggle sometimes with that strength, but again, if you have the lungs of your body, you got the eyes to see, you got your ears to hear. That means you got the strength of your legs to get up every morning. God didn't give you the time to go up to heaven. That means you need to get up and do God's work. You got to continue to keep moving, continue to keep pushing. If he don't see you, if you're not again in that heaven where he have took you that life, that last breath from you, you got every right to get up and get that strength. You got to push forth. If you know you don't see any goals that you haven't set yet, continue to get up and straighten those goals. Continue to go for what you're looking for in life. Continue to reach those ambitions. Continue to reach everything you need to in life. So yes, we might have times we don't want to get up and do it, but again, have that strength, have that faith in God, and get up and do it.
Magnificent. Homer, anything else?
All I need is one more smile, then we're done. There it is. There it is. Don't cover it up. There it is.
Okay.
All right, Tommy.
All right. You know what? You bless people in every way, and you are winning souls for the kingdom of God. And that's not old sportscaster over exaggeration. Thank you for today being our guest on My Faith with Homer and Pip. God bless you, your daughters and son. You're all superstars in the Lord.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure to be here.
Gotcha. Johnetta Linton has been our guest on My Faith with Homer and Pip. Again, the Holy Spirit and Homer had this idea, which we hope helps you on your journey. We're all in it together. We're all headed in the same direction. For our producer, Brent Young, as well as the Homer, I'm Tommy Pippins, and our special guest has been Johnetta Linton, a great woman of Christ. See you next time. A happy and blessed Thanksgiving if you're seeing this beforehand, and God bless you each and every day of your lives.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. The smiling lady. Thanks, Johnetta.
Yep.
Thanks, Homer.
You bet.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
You guys have a great one. Happy
You
Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Thanks.